Get ready for the action, because we are kicking things off with the electric future. We meet 9-year-old Junior Wright, who is already carving out a place in UK motorsport by competing in the first official junior electric karting championship. This young racer is heading to Silverstone later this year to see his heroes in Formula One testing. We dive into the incredible journey of Junior Wright and how electric power is already shaping the next generation of drivers.
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to hold it with one hand? The PopSocket's Pop Grip gives you a secure grip, works as a phone stand, and even lets you swap the top for a fresh new look. Simple, useful, and perfect for everyday phone use. Click the link in the comments to grab yours on Amazon.
Next up, we have a massive shakeup in the Formula One world. Mexican IndyCar star Pato O'Ward has delivered a devastating verdict on modern Formula One, calling the current sport artificial and a mistake. Here, O'Ward's blunt assessment of what has happened with the new generation of race cars and why he feels Formula One has lost its essence. In the Mercedes camp, the internal dynamics are heating up. Toto Wolff is planning how to keep any potential rivalry between George Russell and Kimi Antonelli in check as they battle for the championship. We explore the team's philosophy and the pressure being put on these rising stars as they look to maximize every single race. And finally, a historic moment for women in motorsport. Doriane Pin just made F1 history for Mercedes by becoming the first woman to test a Mercedes Formula One car and the first woman to drive an F1 car. Find out what this milestone means for her career and the future of women in the sport. Don't miss the rest of the story. Stay tuned. Noi Dung Kai Tait. A 9-year-old racer is making waves in UK motorsport, competing in the nation's first official junior electric karting championship, and set for a trip to Silverstone for Formula One testing later this year. Junior Wright is rapidly establishing himself in the sport, showcasing an early and intense passion for racing. /N Junior's journey into motorsport began at a very young age, progressing from a balance bike at 2 to an electric John Deere at 3, and then a quad bike at 4. By age 6, he was already karting, honing his racecraft at Blackbush Circuit while his peers were still in primary school. /N he is now a key participant in the Mighty Cadet Series, Motorsport UK's new all-electric karting championship for drivers aged 8 to 12, which debuts in 2026. This championship signals a major milestone for grassroots motorsport in the UK by introducing a new generation of drivers to racing without the traditional noise and emissions associated with karting. /N for the Wright family, racing has become a lifestyle. Every other weekend, the kart is transported in a campervan, which Junior's father, a mobile mechanic, built during lockdown and which now serves as the family's mobile base. The father plays a dual role, managing trackside maintenance and repairs as a race engineer and mechanic, while the rest of the family is deeply involved. /N Junior's school, Great Binfield School in Basingstoke, has accommodated his demanding schedule by providing authorized time off and ensuring schoolwork is managed to keep up with his racing commitments. /N community support is also integral to his success. In Stavolt, an EV charging company situated along his daily school route, is sponsoring him by covering coaching and tire costs, creating a compelling synergy between electric mobility and his burgeoning racing career. /N while navigating the competitive racing scene, Junior maintains a childhood rhythm, racing with friends and following his idol, current Formula One world champion Lando Norris. The upcoming testing at Silverstone represents a significant step toward the world of Formula One. /N Junior's story offers a unique perspective on the UK's electric vehicle transition. For him, electric technology is not a policy debate but a normal reality. As the Mighty Cadet Series commences, Junior Wright demonstrates that the next generation of F1 drivers may be entering the sport with an entirely different foundation, where the future of motoring is already being driven. McLaren IndyCar star Pato O'Ward has delivered a scathing critique of Formula One, suggesting the sport has lost its essence and is becoming overly reliant on artificial elements. Speaking candidly to Fox Deportes during the IndyCar Heritage race in Long Beach, O'Ward stated, "Is Formula One still a dream for me? Well, it changes more every year. And quite honestly, what Formula One has done with the new generation of race cars is a mistake. The truth is, when we look at this sport, it feels artificial." O'Ward, a 9-time IndyCar race winner and 2025 championship runner-up, revealed that his initial attraction to Formula One was driven by the raw challenge and spectacle of the powerful machinery, not status or money. He noted that his desire was to drive the fastest cars, but the core appeal has diminished. His frustration centers on the increasing use of systems that prioritize spectacle over pure driver skill. As a racer, you don't want to be in the car thinking, "Oh, just flip this switch and I can easily overtake my opponent." "I don't want to play Mario Kart. I want to race," he asserted, criticizing the reliance on tools that reduce the importance of instinct and racecraft. Consequently, O'Ward concluded, "I have zero interest in being part of a Formula One like that. I'm much better off in the IndyCar series when it comes to pure motorsport." This sentiment reflects a growing philosophical split between the two series. While Formula One continues to evolve with complex hybrid systems and aerodynamic dependencies, IndyCar has emphasized standardization and driver-focused competition, focusing on wheel-to-wheel racing and adaptability. O'Ward's comments suggest that some top talents are being pushed away by Formula One's current direction. Separately, Formula One has announced swift rule changes for 2026 aimed at safety, particularly concerning the deployment of electrical boost in non-hard accelerating zones to mitigate dangerous closing speeds between cars. Furthermore, the maximum energy recovery across a single lap is being reduced from 8 mJ to 7 mJ. While F1 claims this is a necessary safety measure, the reduction is expected to add approximately a second to lap times, prompting concern among manufacturers. The sport continues to balance the need for absolute speed with the excitement of racing, a point highlighted by recent events at Goodwood. Formula One teams and drivers are utilizing the unexpected one-month spring break to regroup and optimize performance ahead of the resumption of racing in Miami next month. Mercedes, however, is particularly focused on managing an emerging internal dynamic between George Russell and Kimi Antonelli, who is currently leading the World Championship in his sophomore season. Russell, who secured a victory in Australia, faces the prospect of competing against the rising star Antonelli. While Russell acknowledges recent misfortunes, including unlucky safety car timing and qualifying issues, he maintains a pragmatic outlook, stating that he has maximized his results given the circumstances of the last two races. He emphasized the importance of focusing on the present and maximizing performance in every session, rather than dwelling on long-term championship outcomes. Antonelli, meanwhile, has demonstrated high confidence despite rookie challenges. He is focused on maintaining a process-oriented mindset, concentrating solely on maximizing his performance in each race, rather than getting distracted by title discussions. He stresses the need to focus on the immediate goal and raising the performance standard incrementally. Team principal Toto Wolff is tasked with ensuring this developing rivalry remains fair and free of controversy. Drawing on past experiences, Wolff stressed that the team's success transcends individual drivers. The focus must remain on the brand and the 150,000 employees. He highlighted that both drivers are part of a shared philosophy and legacy within the Mercedes family. Wolff affirmed his confidence in Russell's ability to look inward and assess his performance, noting that Russell has been instrumental to team success. For Antonelli, Wolff noted that the team has done everything required, and the current priority is to manage external expectations, particularly in Italy, by decreasing pressure rather than increasing it. Wolff concluded that despite the competitive tension, the team is operating as expected, with both drivers adhering to the necessary team mindset. Doriane Pin has achieved a historic milestone in Formula One, becoming the first woman to test a Mercedes Formula One car and the first woman to drive an F1 car since Jessica Hawkins in 2023. Ahead of her first test at Silverstone on Friday, Pin, the the 2025 F1 Academy champion, nicknamed the Pocket Rocket, drove the Mercedes 2021 F1 car, completing 76 laps around the Silverstone National Circuit for a total of 124 miles. Pin described the experience as unbelievable, stating that it proved she could perform at the top level and demonstrated that regardless of gender or background, anyone can drive a Formula One car. She emphasized that this experience solidified her goal to pursue racing in F1, confirming she had the ability to compete at that pinnacle. Her journey to this moment has been multifaceted. After watching Motorsport with her father, Pin progressed through French karting, navigating budget challenges, until securing opportunities with the all-women's sports car racing team, Iron Dames, in 2021. This was followed by involvement with Mercedes and the F1 Academy. Pin's success culminated in winning the 2025 F1 Academy title over Maya Wueg. For the 2026 season, Mercedes has kept her within the Silver Arrows family as a development driver, while she competes in the European Le Mans Series and mentors Mercedes' new F1 Academy driver, Peyton Westcott. Prior to the Silverstone test, Pin utilized the Mercedes simulator extensively and worked closely with the team's engineers. During the test in the W12, she focused on gaining speed and trusting the car, learning crucial lessons about the F1 environment. Mechanics and engineers provided detailed feedback, particularly on braking techniques, which helped Pin transition from simulation to real-world performance. Susie Wolff, F1 Academy Managing Director, expressed immense pride, noting that Pin's achievement is a testament to what is possible and a significant step forward for the sport, which is generally male-dominant. Pin highlighted the broader significance of her achievement, stating that by proving capability, she is helping to change perceptions and increase the opportunities for women in motorsport, emphasizing that their presence is proving that they have a place at the top of the pyramid.